we did a thing. We did a volunteer-a-thon, which was fascinating. We came up with the idea of, and other stations did this afterward, but the idea was to get on the air and talk about nonprofit organizations and help they needed, volunteers they needed to do certain things. And so we did a day-long volunteer-a-thon, and we found, I think we had 300 and some jobs that were needed in the community from volunteers. So we'd bring in people from these different agencies like the Red Cross or the Salvation Army, whoever it was, and they'd talk about what they needed. And the phones were there, and we had a phone bank, and people would answer the phone. Somebody'd call in and say, I want to do that. And then we'd hook them up with the organization and match them up, and we filled those jobs. There was an organization in town called Partners. Partners was a lot like Big Brothers. It took kids who were in trouble, kids who were having difficulty, and in most cases had scrapes with the courts. And they would match them with a coping adult who would be their partner. And we started doing a partners auction, and we did it, at first we did it here in the studio, and we would haul merchandise in here and sell it on the air, just like public television did later. Or, well, actually, public television, I guess, was doing it at the same. It was the first time it had been done in commercial television, I guess, was this one. And we would just sell merchandise to the highest bidder. And they'd bring the money over and pick up the merchandise and take it with them. And we would make, in a typical, we'd make $100,000 selling stuff on the air for the partners auction. That was a huge commitment for the station, ton of work, but got out the word about what Partners was and helped the Partners organization keep going because it provided most of the funds for their budget.